After the loss against Wisconsin, Oli Iovino, the freshman quarterback from Rutgers University, seemed off. I've known Oli since I was 5 years old. Been on campus with him all year. For the first time, he seemed distant. In his athletic career, first time I think I've seen doubt crawl into him. This is the Oli Iovino story. I am Vinny Falassi from the Scarlet Knight paper here on campus. And Oli Iovino had to take on UCLA in the first game here that we are covering. This is the kind of near the back half of his freshman season. Games number 7, 8, and 9 that he partook in, and UCLA was very, very tough on Rutgers and on Oli. Again, there was something off about him. Those couple of interceptions late in the game, he put the weight on him, and any good athlete, any good leader would, right? I think that all the great leaders in our life, all the great leaders we've seen in sports, whether we like them or not, they take the blame when maybe it's not truly their fault. Especially if it is their fault, they will take the blame. Rarely do you see a great leader not do that. However, it comes with a toll. Every mistake this team has made, every misstep they've made, they are 4-2 on the season. However, we're in both of those two games they lost, and really those two losses came down to last-minute drives where Iovino didn't deliver. And it has a weight to it. You put too much on yourself, whether deserved or not. It comes with a price, and I think we saw it here over these next couple of games playing the Los Angeles schools. You can see him second-guessing himself. You can see him trying too hard, and you've seen that through. But it just was different. It was soulless. It wasn't with passion. It was more out of frustration and anger than it was trying to help. And that's not Oli. Try to get in touch with him. He hasn't returning texts. He hasn't been at the dorm when I go to check on him. Teammates say he's been spending a lot of time in the library trying to study, whether it's game film, spending time with coaches. Even coaches say that he just seemed different. He wasn't that same bright-eyed kid that was eager to learn. It seemed like someone who was in gambling debt. Not that he was in gambling debt, but that still feeling, that drowning feeling. You need to get out. You need to get out instead of taking the bumps as they go and moving forward with it. I called his parents. I'm very close with the Iovino family. And his dad said, we haven't heard from Oli. We try to give him space. It's our boy going to college, and we don't want to be those overbearing parents. But usually he'll talk to us once or twice a week. But we really haven't heard from him in about 10, 12 days now. And while it's concerning, I know he has a lot on his plate, and we're trying to respect that privacy. If he needs us, he'll let us know, but I just want to let him know that we're here for him at all times. His mother, a little more upset with the situation. That's her baby boy, as she says, and it sucks to see, as she says, the people that don't know what they're talking about on social media attacking my boy, who's doing everything he can, who never claimed to be perfect, just tries to go out there and do the best, and he's getting, truthfully, shit for it. That's what Mama Iovino had to say about that. And I agree. I think Iovino, rarely do you see a freshman quarterback come out in any level. His freshman year in high school, he struggled a bit. It was a decent team, but he had his ups, he had his downs. We thought he was throwing picks left and right. His senior season, you should have seen that freshman year. They had games where they had to exclusively run the ball because he just was trying too much. Here against UCLA, he said, I'm seeing ghosts. I'm just throwing the ball. And guys just aren't showing up. They're not registering. It's tough. I got that quote secondhand from a teammate on the sideline. I didn't even get that from Oli. Again, I haven't spoken to him since the game against Wisconsin. Been MIA. Been trying so hard to get out of this rut, to figure things out, to just get that one thing to click. And it's just not clicking. And it's frustrating. He's been very, very good at just about everything he's done in his life. He's been a great student. He's been a great athlete in multiple sports. Fantastic friend, a respectful young man. He's done everything well. This is the first time he's really struggled at it. I don't even want to say that. It's the first time that he struggled. He's been putting in the work and it's just not getting better. It's the first thing that he's not been improving at. And that's something that is his defining trait. He improves. He gets better. He puts in the work. It works out. It's the first time it hasn't worked out. And it's eating him alive. It's chewing him. He's not acting the same. And it sucks. He had a flight down to Los Angeles, and I got word that Iovino was found at a party after that UCLA game. I got, one of the players on the team said first time he's seen him out, since the Wisconsin game, and really seen him socialize, but at this party after the game. And it was weird. Oli wasn't like that. Oli's not a big party guy. Yeah, he's social. He's the star quarterback. And he goes out and mingles with the fans and mingles with the people, but he's never been much of a partier, especially after a loss. It was incredibly weird. His teammate said he just seemed angry. Like he was there, but he wasn't there. Or he was there and he didn't want. It was a different Oli. It wasn't a guy that showed the practice every day, or a guy that's in study hall all the time, or the guy that's watching film constantly. That was a different guy. And it was scared him a bit. I tried to talk to him, but he was a little apprehensive. He was a little upset with everything. And seemed a little drunk. Seemed a little angry, agitated. And eventually his teammate, who let me know about it, left. Clearly it didn't, that party didn't help him do anything. You see that pick right there, just an awful throw. He had this guy way earlier and let it go way late. And ended up getting picked off in the red zone again. Here tries to escape, gets sacked. But it sucks seeing Oli like this. He still goes out there, he still performs, he tries his best, but he got chewed up in that UCLA game. Wasn't much better here against USC. A big run up the middle to move the chains, but that was few and far between offensively for the Scarlet Knights. And as they go into this graphic here into the first quarter, tied with USC. USC really hasn't done anything, but neither has Rutgers. Pass complete. Here we go. He got a couple streaks, and he's going to dump it off. And he makes the right decision. A broken tackle and some run after the catch. He's going to give us to a 3rd and 4 here at the goal line. A nemesis of Iovino, who tries to evade pressure, and a miscommunication. A bad throw. Runners, receiver stopped. And that's another interception on the goal line. You saw team say he shattered an iPad on the bench, something he's never done. He's been upset with himself. He's cursed at himself. He's promised to get better. We've never seen him, act out in a fit of rage. It took everyone by surprise. Coaches, teammates, obviously, me, who's never seen him do that in multiple years of playing football. And everyone's noticing the change. It's been odd. It's not the kid I know. It's not my best friend. They take a 7-0 lead into this final drive where a fumble puts USC in pretty good field position to try to add some points before the half. Threw a dot, got his receiver hit a bit, and Iovino even put that on himself, saying, I can't be throwing hospital balls, and things are going to be tied going into the half, 7 apiece. As we bring back out for the third quarter, Iovino handoff, Monagai up the middle, big run for Rutgers. 3rd and 14 is again failing to have any success on this drive, and it's going to be a sack, a covered sack, nothing open. Maybe should have took off a little bit earlier, maybe pick up a few of those yards, but nothing doing for Iovino and the Scarlet Knights. Another slants call, another bad pass, and another big hit on a receiver. I've asked some receivers and tight ends about these quote-unquote hospital balls. They say that it's tough, but it's football, and they're not really putting too much on stock in it with Iovino. Obviously, he's not trying to do it intentionally. He said that's something that he's going to learn with time, but right now it just kind of is what it is. And this game can be characterized as it is what it is. Big fourth quarter for the Trojans. The Scarlet Knights find themselves behind a couple of big turnovers on downs, and they just can't do anything. 28-7, a minute 40 left in the ball game. Another pass completed, 3rd and 10 later on their next drive. Iovino is going to sling it, and another interception. And that will do it. A bad game for Oli. His first truly bad game we've seen him have. And this one was a stinker. And he just fell deeper and deeper into that depression that's been killing him. It's been so tough to watch from the outside. It's been so tough not being able to get to him, able to talk to him, because he just won't have it. He just won't allow it. And he will find himself, I guess, hopefully, his teammates are here for him if he needs it, but you can't truly succeed if you don't want to. You can't, get help if you don't want to help yourself. So hopefully Oli figures things out. He had a local TV interview where he said that, hey, he needs to take the blame, and again, taking that blame takes a toll. He also got found out about that party, and coaches found out and disciplined him behind closed doors. Didn't get benched for the game, but was reprimanded in front of the team by his coaches. And it's been a very, very, very tough week for Oli Iovino, unfortunately. Upcoming game against Minnesota was a very big one for Oli and company. This is a game that they've had marked now for the last couple of weeks. Every week is just a new day to figure it out, right? And they've failed to defend home turf in the last few tries. And they're ready for another stab at it against the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. One of the bottom-level teams in the Big Ten, but again, so are Rutgers after their start this year. They are now 4-4, 2-3 in conference. Minnesota 2-7, yet to win a conference game. So the embarrassment train would be on full display here if Iovino can't pull out a big victory against the Golden Gophers. First pass that we see is lifted way downfield, and a big completion for the Scarlet Knights. Back to 3rd and 13 later on, and a big pass down the middle to the tight end. And it puts them down in 3-to-go territory. Monagai handed off. Touchdown, Rutgers, and exactly what the doctor needed. A couple big passing plays from Iovino, and ultimately a score at the end of it. Going to go to this out route, which is completed for a first down. Rutgers trying to add another touchdown to the board. And it won't come here after a sack by the Golden Gophers trying to let some routes develop. Iovino swallowed up in the pocket. Approaching the 2-minute warning here, about 35 seconds from it ticking. And they're going to go short, wide open for Days, of receiver on the outside. And Iovino and company pick up a big first down. Receiver sat a bit and almost gets picked off. First play past the 2-minute warning, and here they go. They get the first down, and the clock starts once they get to the line. RPO, handoff. And he's going to roll forward for a gain of just about 10. Trying to get a big possession here scoring-wise to end things, and intercepted. That one broke my heart. Sitting from the press box, seeing that drive unfold, seeing him get into a rhythm, hurry to the line, get his teammates open, get everything going, seeing that hurt so bad. Because you see the plays, you see the confidence brimming, you see him finally getting things together. And for it to end in that fashion, again, hurt so bad. Right there, a bullet in the end zone that was dropped. And they only get 3 points when they should have got a touchdown on 2 separate occasions. They find themselves trailing and the pressure's on. You heard the boo birds. You heard the critics. They weren't making themselves hidden. And Rutgers trying to respond. Here, the first play of the fourth quarter. And they're going to flip it right to the flat, and that will be a touchdown. And some cheers and some optimism finally here in Piscataway, New Jersey. Close game still. It is still in reach for the Golden Gophers, and a big throw and a big catch and a big completion moves the chain. 2nd and 1, they go with the shot play, and it works. Slant gets behind the linebackers and ends up into the secondary deep. And now Rutgers knocking on the door yet again here on the 5-yard line. Fake handoff with the motion. And they're going to go in the back of the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Again, couldn't hold on. And we'll try again. This pass led perfectly, and it is a touchdown. For the Scarlet Knights. Fumble late. This is huge as Minnesota gets one more chance to go on a run. With a minute left, another tough turnover to here late. Now the Scarlet Knights, however, the defense comes through. Oli and company finally get a big win here at home. 14 points in the fourth quarter to seal the victory for the Scarlet Knights. Kyle Monagai is going to be your player of the game. That will do it from this episode of the Oli Iovino story. Hope he gets better. I hope my friend is doing all right. Rutgers finishes off on a high note, but there's a long way for our quarterback